For some reason, my computer, like, if I leave it off for a long time, then turn it back on, it, like, lags the shit. Then I restart, it's fine again. I don't know what it is. So, we'll see. Let me call everyone back here. Turn all the stuff on. Turn on Skype because I don't know. Skype is stupid. How was the audio of that game? Because he did sound quieter than at a while, then came back, and I don't know. It might just be Skype doing stupid shit. I'm not really sure. Was the audio levels alright? Alright, let's try this again. I gotta remember to like actually shut off my computer when I gotta turn my computer on and immediately restart it for some fucking reason. I always assume it's okay when it's not actually okay. I don't know. I mean, maybe we need someone who actually understands computers to do this.
Perhaps. It's not like, you know, you are a game developer or anything.
Yeah, right? Hey, I don't know actual, like, computer stuff. I just know how to make things.
What's up? What's up, Phoebe? You wanna be on the stream? You wanna say hi to the viewers?
Hi to the people. The good people of StarCraft land.
Yeah. Let's see. See if I can find a way to get you a picture of you. You can't be under the table.
That's...
You want...
Hey, I mean, could, but I mean, it's let's keep this PG-13, alright?
Whoa there. Whoa.
Hey, well, where's this camera going now?
You can see Phoebe's nose. I think. Just about.
I don't think so. I think you're... Maybe. I think I have her cut off.
Oh, whoops! I never plugged my computer in.
That could be an issue. Yeah, you're the view port is definitely not low enough to see the dog, but you need it. Oh, he's gone. Whatever.
Come on, Phoebe, come on.
You good now? Computer's live?
Yeah. Yeah.
By the way, make me party leader.
Oh.
And also, you have to put her in like the literal center of the screen. Or else you're not gonna see it.
Oh. Well, that's probably hard because she's too big a dog for me to ever like put on my lap, but not big enough a dog to like get up here.
Yeah, like because I have your viewport kind of squished a little bit. There, it's fine.
It's all good.
All right, next game we got on good old ZVZ. Old Tech 4 versus Trill Cosby Jr. Because that's a fucking name. Why? Wait, where'd you go?
Where'd I go?
Oh, it removed me. You didn't make me bleed. You removed me from the party.
Oh, whoops.
It's okay. It's okay. We'll make it work.
You can go. I already but I joined the game already.
Wait, what? How? Oh. Fuck.
I can just join the game as a friend.
All right. I could join your game. I can't. Fuck. Leave that game.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
I'm in a replay with you.
Oh wait, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Shh, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. All right, let's go into this. It's on what map are we doing this on? I don't know.
King Sejon.
King Sejon. I like King Sejon for ZVZ. I've started to realize King Sejon for ZVZ is basically who could take your third faster, and who could hold it.
What are you even doing, Phoebe? Like what's going on here?
I don't want to know. Keep it PG. Keep PG.
Yeah.
Keep it fucking PG. God damn it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. In the bottom right hand corner, playing for Team All Inspiration, with the Halloween theme going. It is playing the Orange Zerg Tech 4.
Up here in the top left hand corner, looking to tie up this series, but I don't think he knew that. Trill Cosby Jr.
Fuck. Wait. I'm gonna get this. Nope. There we go. I did it. Fuck, I hate this. I keep trying to get the scoreboard to like really respond the way I want it to respond, and I have no fucking clue how it works. Yes. All right. So it looks like we're gonna go over for good old Hatch First versus Hatch First build. Shut up, Java update. I don't care about you. Hatch versus Hatch First. I think a lot of people think that this is not an optimal build because everyone's afraid of cheese, but it seems like everyone goes Hatch First anyway. I very rarely see people not go Hatch First in ZVZ nowadays.
What is this? What do they think? We have time on our hands to cast CVZs? I thought these are supposed to be like 30 seconds long.
So Hatch Gas Pool against Hatch Gas Pool. Gonna have speed at the same time. Gonna have everything at the same time. I wouldn't be surprised if they both take an early third, as I was saying before. It seems to be the go-to thing here, because you could scout out when your opponent's attacking very easily, because your first overlord goes on top of this like pylon-y thingy. Not a pylon thing. It's whatever the fuck this is called. This like high ground vision, right? Right by the natural. You just sit there and wait. And eventually the queen pushes you away, then you sit in front of the natural and then wait for lings to come out. So you're pretty safe from everything, because you could first of all see your opponent's natural drone saturation, so you know, oh god, there's nothing crazy coming. And you also see when they leave. So third bases are very, very common. Early third bases are common, and also very, very safe.
Yep.
So
all makes sense.
It's interesting now that I can actually talk about ZVZ, because I've played so many goddamn ZVZs. And I'm still bad at it. Who would have thought? So Tech 4 is going to be the one who takes initiative in this game and goes for a Evo Chamber. So it looks like he wants to do a +1 Ling kind of timing, or +1 characters, +1 Ling, or +1 attack. Not sure. We'll see when this thing finishes. But Trill Cosby, he's on top of it. Like I said, you see everything. Spots the Evo Chamber with his Overlord. You should know something is coming in. He makes the Evo Chamber himself.
Evo Chamber and a Veiling Nest.
So I'm not sure. It depends on what upgrades they go for here, but I think an Evo Chamber and a Baneless may be too much gas. Not 100% sure. Because what usually happens is you get +1, or...
Well, there's a second Evo Chamber.
Oh, alright. Well, +1/+1 maybe? Alright, so it's going to be +1 melee. I was thinking if Tech 4 goes +1 Carapace, Baneling's not really doing it, right? Because you take 2 Banelings to kill a group of Zerglings, and it's just really hard to get 2 Banelings on the same group of Zerglings, just because of the way Zerglings run around so fast. But
do you think this might just be going for he wants the wall more than anything else, and then he's getting the upgrade?
It is possible, but I don't think very likely.
I think he's completely walled in here.
He is completely walled in, but that's kind of what people do in general on this map. Usually if you build Evo Chamber first, though, it's usually for an offensive type of play. But what's actually happened is Trill Cosby is going to be the offensive player here. He's coming out with a whole bunch of lings. He's going to run up and see if he can bust this wall. It's not going to be able to. It's just going to be a wall of Spawn Callers, Banelings, everything.
Banelings basically get nothing done. They call it like 3 lings.
Yeah. He's going to try to go for the Spine Caller, but if he's going to do anything, you need to go for the Spine Caller first.
Yeah.
There's a giant wall of nope here for Tech 4.
Yeah, so Tech 4 is completely defended. Although, on the other side of the map, there is a third base.
Yep.
So, I think Trill Cosby is realizing that he's not breaking this. He'll just posture out here with lings, take a third. And I don't believe that Tech 4 has seen this yet. No, he's going to scout it right now, actually.
Yep, sees
so he's
third
going to
base.
see this third. So now he knows that he has to either make something happen or get out of his base and take his own third soon.
Yeah. He is on 44 harvesters though, so he is ahead in workers. It's not going to be this third base isn't going to kick in too hard until it finishes, right? And because you can only mine so much. But Trill Cosby is actually going heavy on the gas, so it makes me think he wants to go for mutas. He's only got 10 harvesters on mineral in his natural. So there goes the lair, and I'm gonna assume this is gonna be for a muta play.
Things are gonna poke in again. No real room for any damage here.
Yeah, Tech 4 almost tried to move that Spine Caller to let his lings out, and could have let all these lings in. But for now, Trill Cosby is gonna be content with sitting here denying the third base.
Yeah, it looks like Tech 4 is gonna make a whole bunch of lings to try and clear this out and take his own third.
So now he's gonna go out, take his third. Tech 4, his layer was actually was ahead of Trill Cosby, so we'll see what he does with this. They're equal basically on gas intake right now. So if they both go to a meter right now, I think they're in a pretty even spot until these third, fourth, and fifth and sixth gases go down for Trill.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a bit of a Baneling war here. What's actually big about this? Oh well, I was gonna say it's good for Tech 4 if they're both going mutas because he's forced to punch his Banelings, but he made his own Banelings as well. So it's gonna be a Baneling versus Baneling fight and a big hit.
Baneling hit though.
Or they're just gonna trade everything, or maybe are they? They're gonna trade everything.
That was interesting.
They'll trade everything. Why not? So I think in the end that was better for Tech 4 because he has Zerglings out there, but I'm not 100% sure. What's the units look like?
I mean the supplies are even, so yeah. I think, well, it depends how much damage Tech 4 can do to this queen and potentially this third base. He's definitely not going to get the third base, but he does get a queen.
So I mean, right now this third base is basically a macro third for Trill Cosby. And when you look at that, these spires are down literally at the same time. I think within seconds of each other.
Yeah, there's now a lot of lings on both sides trying to make something happen in the middle of the map.
So we're gonna have a link fight from the middle here. Trill Cosby's gonna actually. Oh, they both have 1-1. I was like, wait a second, how are they so even? I thought they had upgrades.
They're both on observing. 1-1. And Trill Cosby's actually gonna have enough lings left over. He's gonna be able to pressure this third a little bit. There's currently, I don't think, anything on the map for Tech 4 is actually having units spawn now.
Yeah, so, but there are 2 Banelings that come back and should be able to clean this up, I think.
Yeah.
If he hits these Banelings correctly. Not the best Baneling hit there, but it's gonna be enough. He's got the things that can come in and clean it up. So
yeah,
basically,
but the one thing is, this is a very low base now, so he's gonna have to be very careful. You know, a wing one break can kill this pretty much instantly. Yep. It looks like that's what Trill Cosby's gonna try and do. Is he takes links down here.
The Baneling actually comes in, gets a decent hit, but like Trill Cosby's diving it. He does get it.
Yeah, he gets the base. He does give up almost all of his lings for it, but
he does get it.
So the question is Tech 4 going to try and, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to swing back and, you know, reverse take his opponent's base, yeah.
After seeing all those lanes go down. But there are now mutas out on the map for both players. I think Trill Cosby was able to make a little bit more. Maybe, they're 8 to 8, I think. 11 to 7. Never mind. So Trill Cosby's going to have the muta count advantage for sure.
Yeah, and there's definitely enough mutas to clean up these lanes to keep him from losing his base. So, at least for the time being, Tech 4 is going to be down to base. There's no gas lane coming here, so it's not, I think, the biggest deal in the world, but...
And with the muta advantage, this third base should actually go down unless he gets a spore over here. Because when you have a muta versus muta, and the person with more mutas basically has map control, right? So this third base doesn't have any anti-air here, so he should be able to walk over here and take it out. And this third base should be pretty much impossible to get up. Although
yeah, I mean, at least third base creeps, so he can get a spore if he needed to.
Yeah, but it's not gonna be up in time. And
Tech 4 get 2 mutas.
Yeah, a little scary. Tech 4 was actually fighting with half his mutas instead of all of them. And if Trill Cosby just turned around and jumped on top of those mutas, he could have taken them all out. Yeah. And like a split second of like 8 versus 4 mutas, the game could turn right there.
Yeah. And there are now a couple of spores getting up. He's actually gonna get at least 2, maybe.
I got 2 up. All right.
So it looks like he's actually gonna be able to defend this base.
Yeah, he's gonna defend for sure.
As with his mutas and the spores, there's just no way Cosby's gonna be able to fly in here and kill that. Drones are starting to really favor Trill Cosby though. 43 to 35.
Yeah, because this third base is no longer a macro third anymore. There's actually actual work being done over here. There's extractors going up, minerals being mined.
Yep. Muta count still heavily phasing Trill Cosby, and engaging mutas against mutas when you're behind is
a scary proposition. And it looks like he's going to engage on top of this. Every shot this war call does is gold because of how much they do. They don't do like the super nuke damage anymore, but they still do a decent amount to light.
Yeah. I mean, if these mutas are fighting in the middle of the map, then obviously it's a huge advantage for Trill Cosby. If they're fighting on top of spore crawlers, then Tech 4 gets himself into a much better position, which is currently what is happening here. There's a spore crawler firing.
He's fighting against 3 spore crawlers and mutas. This could be a spot where Trill Cosby might throw this game. He loses a whole bunch of mutas.
Cosby he was up 10 mutas, now he's up. Well, he's back up to 9 because he made a whole bunch.
Yeah, but
more.
he was like
a bunch of mutas there.
He lost a whole lot of mutas. And also what happened with Tech 4 actually had the muta upgrade. He had the Carapace upgrade, and Chokazu didn't go for an upgrade on the mutas.
Yeah.
So the +1 Carapace is huge in muta versus muta fight because of how the glaive bounce works.
Yeah.
It's always, if you ever play, make sure in ZVZ get that Carapace upgrade in ZVZ.
And just like that, Tech 4 now has basically complete map control. Everything we said about the whole map control from Troll Cosby's side now completely applies to Tech 4 now that he's up in mutas.
Yep. So he's gonna come out on the map for the first time with these mutas instead of playing defensively, take out his overlords on his own. Now here comes Troll Cosby muta, the troll mutas. And he doesn't. They both actually don't want to fight here. They're not really sure. They don't want to commit. I think Tech 4, looking at the Muta Cloud, probably could have known that, hey, I could take this, right? I've got +1 Carapace. He doesn't. I've got a decent Muta count, but I guess with the Lings underneath, tanking some of the glaive shots, it's not going to be too. He didn't want to take the risk, right?
Yeah. These Lings are going to come in here, but I think that there's enough Lings and Banelings and Mutas.
Definitely enough Lings and Banelings, and those Banelings just take everything out.
Yep.
I think Troll just kind of did the thing that I did, I think, last week, where I just dove onto this third base over and over again like a madman. I need to kill this third base, and just sacrifice way too much on it.
The meter counts have actually evened out 23 to 23, but I believe there is still +1 Carapace for Tech 4, so in a fight, Tech 4's meters are the stronger.
Yeah, and they're both going for +1 melee flyer attack. Oh, +1 melee flyer. +1 flyer attack, so they're going to be... there's never going to be a point where they're even in upgrades at all. I like this run by here by Tech 4. There's really nothing here to defend. This looks like you could get a lot of damage down.
Yeah, one other thing to note for later, there's also no Spore Crawlers currently at Trill Cosby's third.
Yeah.
So if there was a Muta fight over there, unlike the coverage that Tech 4 has at his third, he actually would be at the disadvantage.
Yeah, 15 workers are killed over here at the third base, and brings all of Trill Cosby's mutas all the way back from being basically on the other side of the map at Tech 4's potential third, pulls them all the way back. Like just that of, oh crap, I have to go back home even though I was about to attack is a big win there for Tech 4. And now Tech 4 is going for this transition, going for the hydrogen and the infestation pit.
Yeah. And the amount of workers that I know, Trill Cosby has to spend a lot of larva on remaking workers to get himself back into this game, so that I think does give Tech 4 a little bit of an opportunity for him to sort of transition in tech and sort of know where his opponent's army is, which is very good. However, one thing to note, Trill Cosby has actually regained himself a pretty sizable muta lead. He's up 6 mutas now.
Yep.
And so that's just sort of something to pay attention to, especially in the middle of the map.
I actually do not know what's better, +1 Carapace or like 6 extra mutas. Because I think it's better per muta, right? Or something like that. Or like +1 Carapace, +1 Carapace gets better
They're
per
gonna be
muta
here,
they
so
have.
we might find this out right now.
Tech 4 doesn't want to fight it. If the Ling's underneath, he doesn't want to fight it. Now he's going to fight it. Some of these mutas of Trill Cosby are actually in the back, not fighting the mutas of Tech 4, so I think Tech 4 should be... No, Tech 4 is actually going to get stomped here in this fight.
He's really winning this fight very easily. Now he's suddenly up 28 to 7 mutas.
Yep. The air superiority goes back on to Trill Cosby's side. The air superiority has been going back and forth in this game a lot. Every time I think someone's got it, one person stops making mutas.
There's 20 more mutas, so Tech 4 is definitely not giving up.
Giving up this muta fight. So it's going to be, how many mutas versus? It's going to be 29-27 now. So Tech 4 does not want to give up on this muta versus muta. And if Trill Cosby comes and fights on top of these 4 calls again, it could be a slaughter. And with the more even of a muta count and the +1 upgrade and the 2 queens, I think Tech 4 is going to push him back. Yeah. And what's the muta count at?
Now it's 21-20. So
21-20.
Back to Tech 4's favor. So really quite a bit of swings in this air game. I think Tech 4, I would think, was sort of planning on transitioning there, and I think he realized that he was so far behind mutas and just said, nope, I'm making a whole bunch of mutas, going for it. Trill Cosby has taken a 4th, though.
I was surprised that he had so much money to make 20 mutas just there.
Yeah.
Another run by here from Tech 4. So Tech 4's Zerglings are 2-2. Trill Cosby's only at 1-1, so these Lings are basically just gonna run wild on top of Trill Cosby's army.
He's gonna kill a bunch of drones. He might. He's gonna get some pot shots in on this hatchery. Actually, bringing this hatchery relatively low for the defense.
Don't underestimate 2/2 Lings. They kill things pretty fast. Ask any Protoss player. So the music's gonna come back over, see if they could deny 4th base again. They do deny this left side 4th base, but I don't think Trill Cosby knows about this other 4th base up at the middle. So he's gonna come over now and spot it, take it out. Pretty good pick up there for Trill Cosby. Good map awareness from him.
Yep.
Tech 4 also being pretty good, making sure this other side 4th base with this one Ling moving around the map.
Yep. And now, Trill Cosby going for +2 attack, while his opponent is going for +2 carapace. So upgrades will continue to favor Tech 4 going forward here. And these meters are going to meet. And
we gotta fight.
Some Hydras,
and a
which
Queen.
I think really favors Tech 4.
Oh yeah. Hydras in a Muta vs Muta fight do so much DPS. Like they're weak if they're left alone like this, they just crush through. And there it is. The Muta count is decimated from Trill Cosby.
Yeah, and Tech 4 has now opened up a pretty nice supply lane here. And he's going to send Lings on a road back here, and I don't think that Trill Cosby's going to be able to stop these
he can't stop
Lings.
this. We're starting to get to the point where mining income may become a factor. Oh, that was a lot of painless into the egg. Oh, it's fine.
Yeah,
so
he's
these
going
Lings
to probably lose most of these Lings, but I think it's okay. I mean, he was able to take out the 4th.
Yeah. Denying that 4th base mining is pretty big, especially because he doesn't have one himself. Tech 4 that is. And he's going to deny more mining in the natural.
More drones, a Queen, and these 2/2 Lings are really starting to show how powerful that they are.
Yeah.
He's brought his opponent down to 25 drones.
Yep, and pretty much the only minings left is going to be at this 3rd base. And that 3rd base is starting to get pretty low. It's only like 300 minerals, 300. It's getting low there. You know, Tech 4 is now trying to secure his 4th base as well, because they're both kind of aching for minerals here.
Yeah, Tech 4 looks like he wants to transition into lurkers, which is interesting because there's not that much for the lurkers to kill.
Yeah. But the lurkers, I do actually think is a pretty good transition out of this, just because if you have air superiority, lurkers should never ever die, right? Because if you have lurkers and you have air superiority, how are they going to see the lurkers?
Yeah.
And there is Trill Cosby called to
GG.
GG.
Too much.
Yep. So I had no sound that entire game. Did I turn the sound off?
I don't know. I could hear you the whole game though, so that
Yeah. But I just realized, I don't know if it was my 10% sound or did I just turn the sound off completely. I'll find out next game. I'm not really sure. Did you guys hear sound? Just let me know how the audio levels are, because I swear to God, I can hear it changing as we're in a single replay. I can hear the audio levels changing. It's like, I don't know. Whatever. Okay, well, we'll deal with that inside the next game.
Well, that was a very interesting ZVZ there. Honestly, pretty different. I don't think we've casted like a full-on Muta in a while.
Yeah, I fucking hate Muta. It sounds fine. Like in-game sound was fine.
Hey,
that's so weird. I heard nothing. What?
I said it's not Phoenix versus Phoenix.
Isn't it the same thing though? Kind of.
I think it's the same thing but worse.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Because remember, they can shoot while firing, so you
okay.
can't
No
run
game
away.
sounds. All right, so I think I may have just turned game sounds off. That might have happened. All right, let's go with it though. It's gonna be Molded Pixels versus Befallen. Befallen, Befallen. I don't know. Where you got Molded Pixels? It's gonna be a New Gettysburg, a little TVP action. I don't know. I don't know what to say about TVP on this map. I don't know what to say about TVP on most maps, honestly. But
yeah, I mean, this map is interesting because of the fact that you've got the sort of, you have that like really quick attack path, and TVP is kind of the one matchup where there's not that much you can do in terms of, like, it's not like you can just stick siege tanks there and completely cut it off. But I don't know. It depends.
Yeah.
It really depends on which styles they're going for.
I don't know. I'm not sure if Sam was enabled or disabled last game, but whatever, it's fine. In the bottom left-hand corner, we have playing the Red Terran. It is All In's Molded Pixels.
The new right-hand side, we have the yellow Protoss Fallen Angel.
Oh, Angel. Alright. So, I feel like this map is a really good map to cheese on, actually, when I think about it. Because you can hide shit everywhere, right? I think if you're a real man, you take the gold base. I think we played like a bunch of peep modes. Well, there was one day we played peep mode in this map, right? And I think I saw that gold base taken like 4 times. Like 3 of them were from manipulation, but still.
I mean, hey, it can be very powerful if you can secure gold.
It is true.
It's good.
That is really awkward. I didn't know that happens. You see that?
What?
The two workers
yeah.
literally stopped for like half a second because the pathing was like, I don't know what to do. No, you move. No, you move. It's like what you see is you walk at someone in the street and you're like, I'm gonna move. No, he's gonna move, and he like do the stupid fucking dance.
Like New Yorkers.
Yeah. No, New Yorkers, we just push people over. The fuck the other way. Mulder Pixels did not opt for the block on the Nexus, though. I thought he was gonna go for it, but he as a gentleman, he lets the Nexus start.
So it looks like both players are going to be going for
one gate and one Rax expand.
One gate expand, one Rax expand.
With the Reaper.
So that's good. Definitely pretty standard on both sides.
Yep.
Pixel is definitely going to want to look to take this Reaper and scout, make sure his opponent isn't doing anything too cheeky. It is problematic because of the air positions that you have to be very careful of oracles flying directly across the map. So scouting can be very key.
I like this from Multipixel. Actually, Multipixels goes up to this third base and make sure there's nothing crazy happening. Checks for any kind of proxy.
Scouting. He's got 2 SCVs scouting around.
Yep.
So really trying to be careful, which is interesting considering he already saw the
Pro go home.
expand.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty nice. Right.
However, as against Protoss, I mean, you really can never be too careful. So I definitely understand what he's doing with scouting around. And this is the matchup that the Reaper is basically a scouting tool. It's not like you're going to be able to get damage on.
Yeah. One photon overcharge and the Reaper's dead. And it looks like, is he gonna do it or is he just gonna send back? Actually, that's not a wall. I lied. I was like, is that a wall back there? And I realized, wait, no, you could count just 2.
Yeah, I mean, it is problematic from the standpoint of, I mean, obviously, losing one Reaper is not the biggest deal, but it does mean that his ability to scout is pretty much set on scans now, which can be pretty dangerous moving forward because you really do want to know what your opponent is doing. This is going to be a robotics facility.
Let's see.
Push up. And as of now, there is only 2 Marines at the front, so this Deft is actually going to be able to get, could actually get in here.
Is he gonna
do much damage, but
says no. Blocks him off with that ramp. Supply depot coming up at the literal last second. Actually, if you put the shade on top of supply depot, is it able to raise or no?
I don't actually know.
I want to
Probably not, because
yeah.
it is a unit.
The shade is considered a unit, right?
But then you can, it doesn't have unit collisions, so I don't know. I actually
does it have building collision?
Yeah.
That I actually don't know.
So the double forge from Fallen Angel. So it looks like he's gonna try and go through this as a pretty long game, getting his upgrades, getting his observers for defense,
I think it's a
or
single
scouting.
Single forge, single and Twilight Council. Is there another forge somewhere? Am I not seeing it?
No, sorry, it is a single forge. Sorry, I thought it was double forge. It's a forge in a
Blink
Twilight
Stalkers,
Council,
actually.
which is Blink. I've not actually seen Blink on this map that much.
Yeah. I want to say it's not great.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like your obvious Blink Mac because there's not really much room for it.
Yeah.
However, I mean, you can always use Blink just as a tool to pull back, weakened workers, and there are things that you can do with it. And this Azure is going to see this drop right through these air blockers.
Both of them looking at this air blocker and being like, what the fuck is even happening? Multipixel stuck at the wall again. The medevac driver really confused. So here comes the drop.
There really aren't that many units here, though. All his units are actually in his natural. To get this Widowmine down, it's going to get killed, though. But 3 of observers on the map for Fallen Angel, so he's really trying
Where's
to
the
have full.
Where's the other? Is there an observer in the main? I don't actually see it.
Yeah, I think there's an observer in the main, and then
there's
2
one.
scouting.
Okay, I was like, wait, how did he kill that Widowmine? Or I guess that Widowmine died before anything happened. So, good deflection by Fallen Angel. Basically, nothing coming to that drop, right?
Yep. So we're seeing it looks like Fallen Angel is wanting to take a third soon. With this probe over here.
Yeah, I think he's actually gonna, yeah, looks like he's gonna try to take a third while maybe doing a push with the blink and +1 timing, or maybe? He didn't, whatever.
Maybe. And on the other side, we're seeing Pixels to put down a third command center inside his main, take his additional gases. So he's beginning to sort of ramp up a little bit, and
yeah, basically just kind of, they're both players kind of sitting here trying to get to the three base economy, putting up a bunch of missile turrets, making sure no craziness, no like fucking 7-minute Oracle shows up and kills everything, no DP drop, stuff like that. Third base is up for Fallen Angel now. Bunch of pounds to defense.
Yeah, honestly, both players being like pretty defensive and pretty cautious, I'd say. I mean, you know, going with the 3 quick observers from Fallen Angel definitely delayed his ability to push with like Immortals or anything, but means he has had great map control or great map vision and defense against potential Widow Mines. While his opponent, building his third inside his base, keeping his army you know, behind this wall, seems to be pretty safe and defensive. So definitely interested to see once the battles begin how they both deal with it.
What did Molden just kill there? Did he kill his own worker?
Maybe.
I don't know who that was.
It might have just been a dying.
Like, no, he definitely moved 4 Marines, attacked something, killed it, and went back to kill the rocks afterwards. I don't know.
Maybe he accidentally killed his own unit.
Maybe.
So there's a Phoenix scouting over here. So it's going to see the no third and then see the third that is flying over. And see most of the army. And this is as Fallen Angel begins to push up over here. Bring his army up. It looks like he's going to want to potentially contest a third once it gets down.
Yep. Interesting though is that Fallen Angel didn't bring his War Prison with us yet, so the War Prison is being made now, but there's no way to really reinforce his army if he starts attacking now. I think the War Prison was done, so he's waiting for that to come out. Okay, there it is. Now I think he's gonna probably push with his War.
And this is a very powerful army from Fallen Angel.
And this could get awkward.
Yes, it can.
Molten Pixels moving across the map towards the bottom, while Fallen Angel moving across at the top. So depends what's gonna happen here. If Molten Pixels gonna keep moving across or move back to defend. Looks like he's just gonna sit and wait in the middle of the bridge, just gonna chill.
It looks like this army's gonna come up here, and there's nothing here to defend this third. This third is almost definitely forfeit.
Yeah.
And Pixels thought about going for it, but he's gonna come back after losing his third.
And the other thing is, I think, is there a High Templar in here? I can't actually tell. I know I saw a High Templar.
In the army, or not in the army, in the natural. I don't know.
There's one with the army now, because Storm's about to finish. If Molten Pixels had a moment to attack, that was it.
Yeah. The big also advantage that Fallen Angel has is with these observers, he will know. Like if that turned into some kind of base trade, he would know before his opponent where the army is, which is such a huge advantage in a potential base trade.
Yep. Fallen Angel even pushing the engagement, pushing the advantage even further now. Takes out his third, takes his own 4th base even. So if you look at the supplies, he's up like 20 supply. He's up about 10 army supply. And I think these armies don't see each other. I think that Phoenix didn't see anything.
Yeah, which I think right now is good for Pixels, because I think if these armies engage with these High Templars, these Immortals, this Terran army could go down really fast.
There's 5 High Templars of Storm.
Trapped here if he's not careful.
This army will absolutely melt the High Templars of Storm. Look, it's basically Marines. So he's gonna see him here. Here goes High Templars. 1 Storm, huge storm. Everything just gets shredded. Splits the top of the Liberator. takes that out, and Molten Pixel runs with his tail between his legs.
Yeah, that, you just saw the power of the storm there. And this small force of the turret is not going to be enough.
Taking out the bio. Yep, Steve Saints
we
just
should
getting
be seeing a GG
crushed.
pretty much.
And there it is. And the A move for Glory. Just high tempo walking in, chilling. Molten Pixel sitting here trying to think about what went wrong. Third base getting attacked by this Warp Prism. Everything being attacked over here, and there's a GG from Molten Pixel. Fallen Angel takes a decisive win. Yeah, I don't know. Your voice goes like quiet for me, but I think your volume's alright. But then like you turn from like your mic sounds fine, then turns to a walkie-talkie like midway through the game. It's weird.
Interesting.
All right, so there was set number 5, so it'd be 3-2 in All Inspiration's favor. Or yeah, 3-2 still.
Yep.
So next we got Nanawa, I believe it is, perhaps? Yes. Nanawa versus Inglorious. Decent name. I like those names. I like Inglorious's name. Nanawa in the chat saying he's very proud of this game. So let's see. It better be like, I don't know, who's Neeb like. I was gonna say, who's the best pro in the world right now? Neeb? Close enough.
You want to hear a really crazy baseball stat?
Sure.
So the Giants opened a new ballpark in the year 2000.
Mm-hmm.
They've already hosted more playoff games than Wrigley Field, which has been open since 1916.
That's sad and hilarious all at the same time.
I know.
All right, so we're going into our blast from the past. It is going to be Overgrowth.
Interesting.
I believe this is a... What was this? I didn't even see what it was. It was TVP? It is a TVP.
Yes.
So in the top right-hand corner, we have playing the Red Terran. It is All-In's Nanawa.
And down here in the bottom left, we have the blue Protoss Inglorious.
Oh, for some strange reason, I thought Nano played Protoss for a second, just because he said Nanawa. That was dumb. I know you play Terran. What the fuck? Sorry. So, I think this map, we're going to see a different kind of game than last game, just because of rush distances. I played a game of this map, VVP, a couple weeks ago, right? And it was terrifying. Literally, I had pre-spread out to like the watchtowers. I had both watchtowers, and I didn't see the attack until it was like at my front door. So this map it looks big, but there is no room.
Yeah, it is. It is definitely deceptively small between the bases.
This is back in the day. Back in the day when maps were small and men were real men.
Men were men. Zergs never took thirds.
Yep. Or back in the day when Zergs always threw hash for goal.
Well,
those are the days.
That.
So looks like Nano's gonna go for a Marine out of his first barracks. No Reaper expand. Doesn't look like he wants to. Doesn't think he needs the Reaper out there for scouting. I tend to agree because of how short this map is.
Yeah.
You can send an STB out there to do the same thing.
Yeah, and the fact is, you're not, as I kind of said in the last game, talking about this, and he's actually gonna trap this pro, so he won't get a pro, which is a nice little catch here. In TVP at this point, it's unless your opponent does something like Nexus first and you're like rushing out a Reaper, you're probably not getting any kills. It's mainly there for scouting. But if Nanawa thinks that he can scout fine without it, then it's not that big a deal.
Yeah. Yeah, I think also like in a best of one situation, right, where basically you have this one game to show what you can do. Most people aren't gonna cheese unless you're crazy like me or someone. I don't know.
Yeah, and the other thing that you can kind of hang your hat on the other side is if you do get cheesed, you are slightly faster on everything out of your barracks because you didn't It's,
Yeah.
it might add out to 2 Marines, but 2 Marines is not negligible. I mean, it can have an effect.
Yeah, for sure. So expansion is done over here for Nanawa.
Yep, he's going for a
And-
1-1-1,
Yep.
which I really like because tech against Protoss is really important. You need to have access to your different tools to be able to defend against the things that Protoss can throw against you. But with making a Widow Mine, I think that he's going to be going for a Widow Mine drop. That's usually what makes the most sense.
I've seen Nano do this build a lot actually too. He goes for Marines and Widow Mine, 1 medevac drop. Sees what he could get done. I think he's been influenced enough by Riser's complaints of Widow Mines killing him. That pretty good build.
This is going to be
I also really like I have a set build to do right against Terran, just because you know you can hit your benchmarks, right? You know exactly where you need to be. It's a good thing to practice.
Yep. So the one nice thing for Inglorious here is because he's making this robo, he will have access to detection, and not have to worry about Widow Mine just like completely shutting down his ability to make units.
Sure.
I also like Nanawa being, at least until his medevac's finished, is being kind of defensive with this Widow Mine, just placing in the mineral line so that, you know, not doing anything right now, might as well defend against an Oracle until I'm in a drop.
He's got the double defense. You got the missile turret and the Widow Mine. It's going super safe on it.
Well, his medevac is finishing up, so I have to see if he plans on dropping with it. And it looks like it might end up being just a Marine drop as opposed to a Widow Mine one.
Oh,
Yep,
okay,
it's
just
all
Marine drop.
Marines.
I was actually definitely expecting the Widow Mine to come out with it.
I wonder if he's just reading a Stargate opening, which is not at all what's coming.
So both players walk right past each other. Don't see anything. Oh, this Widow Mine, if this gets down, it kind of shuts down this push a little bit. This Widow Mine needs to burrow, though. So
These devs are doing a lot of damage against these Marines, though.
I was gonna say, yeah, these devs can do a lot without any kind of... There's not enough army here.
Yeah, these devs are actually going to be kind of contested. Now, these Widow Mines finally burrow, which is going to force Inglorious to push back. Now, this third is probably forfeit here. I'm not sure.
Yeah, because the entirety of Inglorious' army is on the other side of the map. They did kill a whole bunch of Marines. They did win the fight on the other side of the map, but nothing was at home to defend the drop.
Yep, forces a cancel. The army is getting back into position, so I think he's going to be able to defend against this drop now. But if nothing else, Nanawa kept the bases to be even.
And he picks up and gets out.
And actually, with this army coming out here suddenly, this is now might free up. Although there's a mothership core, so no, it's not going to free up anything. And if you see, this is a photon overcharge. How powerful it is, it just completely pushes back this drop, which is very good. And if you look at it, I mean, you can definitely see how much that depth pressure hurt Nanawa's army. His Marine count is incredibly low to where it should be at this point in the game.
Yep.
And
going for a pause? Maybe? No pause.
Necessary.
Usually you see a pause and then like a... Oh, there we go. I was like... That was a long time from the pause to the actual pause. I don't know, Nano. A little BM there. So let's get a fake double drop into the main. There's gonna be two Widow Mines, and the other medevac just for fun. And that was a lot of kills.
Probes.
That was
7 or 11 probes. Yep.
11 kills. That was 11 probes there. Meanwhile, there's still a drop at the third base. Nano looking a little bit like manipulation here, just queuing up drops every which way, being annoying.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely like that. I mean,
Young QC.
With how much his army has been sort of crippled, just doing things to keep it from being a direct engagement, and Widow Mine's getting off even more hits.
Kills. 15 workers killed.
15 kills here, and you can see none of us opened up a very sizable worker lead, 43 to 34, which is compounded by the fact that this is TVP, and Protoss is obviously supposed to be ahead in workers to compensate for mules.
I like the double wall here. Just like, we'll put some more supply depots up. Why not? It's like we're playing against Protoss.
I mean, hey, anytime you're using building placement to your advantage
Yep.
is a good thing, because
The Zealots come in, they bust down one wall. Shit, there's another wall to go through.
Whoops. And it looks like Nanoa's going to try and come over here and pressure this third. Although Inglorious warping some stalkers in over here, so I wonder if he expects this, or if he just kind of planned to spread out his units a little bit.
Yeah, so I think with these two siege tanks and medevacs, it's gonna be this base is gonna be hard to hold for Inglorious. There's not much army at the third base. This entire army was basically back to the main, dealing with those widow mines.
Yeah.
Well, these two siege tanks shelling away at the army before they even get to the main army of Nanoa.
He's gonna be able to clean this up, though.
Clean it up. We'll clean it up then.
I think that Nanoa made a mistake not target firing the Nexus there.
Yeah.
I don't know if he would have killed it, but I think he
would have been close, I think.
to from the Street Marines. And he kills this third, then he's in a pretty phenomenal position because with his worker lead and with what is getting to be a much more powerful army. But instead he went for a pylon to try and cancel a warp in, which gave Inglorious the time to get his army over there.
So Nanoa's got his third base now, starting to get saturated, drops the Mule Hammer. Both their refineries are taken, so it's going to be... He just really needs to defend his attack, and he'll be in a really, really good spot.
Inglorious is fighting before his 1-1 is finishing, so his army is significantly weaker than it's about to be.
This is basically the anti-time here from Inglorious. If he waited like maybe 5 more seconds, this would have been a much closer fight, but without the 1-1, that hurts.
With a full 2-1, a full 2-1 upgrade lead for Nanoa, that's going to be, and you can see it in the supply just how much losing that army hurt.
Yeah. And now with the army swing, right? Basically ran into a meat grinder there, and now Nano's gonna come back and try to pressure the third once again. I think he'll get it with this. The shield's already down, the health down to like 2/3, and the stream of Terran is starting to come across the map.
The one saving grace Inglorious has is he does have a bunch of high temp bars. We did see, we saw last game just how much Storm can do.
Yeah.
However, this third base goes down way too fast.
But he does not have Storm right now.
Yes, he does.
Does? Oh wait, what? I saw no Storm. What am I?
You clicked on a high Templar without enough energy.
Oh, I lied. Sure.
I did the same thing. I was like, wait, I don't think he has. Nope, yeah, he has Storm.
Wait, did that? I didn't know it does that. I guess it like shows what you can do at that moment.
Yeah.
That's a big Storm. Oh my god.
Let's see how powerful Storm is. However, this is just not a big enough army.
Yeah. Well, it's a pretty big army though.
I don't think it's going to be enough as we see the stream of fire coming across the map.
It's gonna weaken him enough for the adepts to kill. I don't know why he canceled the shades. If he kept the shades going, he actually would have killed that speed tank faster. Oh, actually not. The rest of the Marines coming in. But with the trickle of army coming in from Nanoa, it's gonna be way too hard.
Almost completely uncontested.
Yeah. And Liberator is gonna come in there. He takes out 3 of the warp gates. So I don't even know how many active warp gates Inglorious has, but
and this is just the amount of bio that you're never going to be able to deal with just warping, and
he's just gonna retain the army as soon as
there's a GG.
There is. Very well played there by Nanoa. Good multi-prong pressure. Those Widow Mines are the main MVP, I think. Alright, so now we got next up Mr. P. Sosa versus Ice. I think it's a ZVP, I believe, right? Let's see. Let's update that scoreboard here. We got a 4-2. So if P. Sosa wins this game, we win. 5-2. GG, right? A little background on this match. I was watching the CTs, Chobo Weekly, whatever the hell they call it. And Siegfried had a little banter. He was saying how GNR were shit and we were gonna beat them. And Ice was actually a guest on that show, and Ice got very offended at this. He wanted to defend his honor, the honor of GNR. So this match may have a bit of little heat to it. Did I not update the scoreboard? I didn't. I'm smart. Oh no, I did it for.
Well, nothing wrong with a little heat.
I'm a fan of banter. Are you kidding me? I love banter. The other thing I found was amusing about this game is I don't know what server they played it on, because this is Peru versus Australia.
Interesting.
I don't know what server they played on. I'm gonna assume US West, but I don't know. Okay, even ICE doesn't even have the GNR tag. Crazy, right? Alright. So, playing for the win here. It is playing the fucking I can't scoreboard. Playing the pink Zerg. It is All Inspirations P Sosa. Pierre Sosa.
And over here on the right-hand side, looking to stay alive, we have the blue Protoss Ice.
So let's see how this game shapes up. I like what's weird. I think I find about Frost, this map, right, is this map becomes a complete different map depending on map position. Like the horizontal position, right? You have this entire giant like ravine crevice thing in the middle, which basically makes your attack path this little ramp, this little bridge, or a watchtower in the middle. So like getting control of this watchtower is super important, right? So you can see attacks coming in, you have control in the middle of the map, you're in good shape because you have basically view of the entire attack route. It almost feels like this with this map in these positions, it becomes like almost like a back and forth like custom game, right? Where you just kind of throw units back and forth in the middle, and whoever like wins the fight and kind of pushes it back and forth. It's like the test of feat of strength, test whatever the hell is in the Legacy of the Void campaign. I don't know if you played it. Basically, you fight in the middle, and then you just push a guy back and forth. Whoever's winning that fight goes back and forth.
Yep. Was that 3 hatch before pool, I believe, into gas pool?
It does look like it. P Sosa really, he loves his 3 hatch per pool because he's like, I could beat anyone's son. That's exactly how I would say it. He says it. I would beat anyone's son.
I mean, I think that's a good attitude to have. If you know you can win, go do it.
Yeah, I'm safe against everything. Who cares? Come at me, bro. Yeah, so Ice can come in here. I think did he scout the other hatch too, or no? He did. He scouts the 3. He's gonna scout all 3 hatches. See the spawning
and he's
pool.
going for double gateway, so it looks like he wants to put on potential adept pressure.
Yep. He actually didn't see the spawning pool, so he may, depending on how good he is of his timings, may not know what's coming up. But yeah, I think he's gonna go for this double depth pressure and see if he gets some damage done. It's gonna be pretty strong with the way his time's out, I think.
Yeah.
Depending on how many initial Zerglings P Sosa makes, and they're all gonna not have speed.
And it's also possible with this Overlord path that he's not actually gonna see the gateways and Cyber at the front.
Yep.
And even though I think he should sort of kind of expect this is a real possibility against 3 hatch before pool, not having full confirmation of it is always something you wish you could have.
P Sosa, go left. Go left a little bit. He's not gonna go left. He's just gonna go down and poke himself below the natural, which is a good spot too. You could actually come back in and look at the natural again later, instead of losing it immediately to a Photon overcharge on this pylon.
Yep. So now here's P Sosa's chance to prove that he can defend against anything.
Yeah.
He's gonna see the gateway. Is he going to get up? And he's not gonna see the second one. But
yep. Yeah, so he has no idea that these 2 adepts are coming, but I think he's playing the safe enough. He's got 4 lings and his queen already at the 3rd. And I think he's gonna be alright. He'll lose a couple of drones for sure, because he's gonna just double 2-shot everything. Or target fire. He's actually wasted a shot on the queen there. Does take out 3 drones with that? And gets immediately surrounded at the natural. So, pretty good hold from P Sosa. He forced a lot of lings though. That's a lot more lings than Zerg wants to make this early in the game. So that was, oh, it was actually 5 workers killed. I didn't realize he got more than much more than natural.
he got 5 workers and he forced a bunch of lings, so I think overall that was definitely worth the 2 adepts.
Yeah, for sure.
And he also really does slow
the
P Sosa down. Yeah, he gets the big deny though.
P Sosa does actually get over here and like, he made all these lings. At least he did something with it. Went across the map, denied the 3rd base. Very nicely done.
Yep.
So what's the tech path Ice wants to go for here? He's just making a whole bunch of adepts, and he's gonna have a single Stargate pumping out Phoenix. Looks like.
Yep.
Single Stargate? Yeah, single Stargate. Pisos has no idea this is happening yet, but I think if you don't catch... Well, he now knows. He sees this Phoenix take out the Overlord. So he's going to be able to defend against it. Or start preparing for his anti-Phoenix defense.
Oh, the Ling's actually able to sneak in here.
Walk right in.
So he's going to go off a full scout, so he's going to know that it is a single Stargate into additional gateways.
He's actually even going to scout all the tech. He's got the Twilight Council, he's got the Stargate, he's got the gateways. Pisos basically is playing with a map pack right now. He sees everything.
Yep.
Interestingly enough, you also see that the Stargate isn't making anything either. So like, that one Phoenix it's all you're gonna get.
Yeah, and I think that's really big because it means he only has to, make 1 or 2 spore crawlers in a base. He doesn't have to go crazy and overproduce.
Yeah.
And considering the economic lead or economic opening he went for, already up to 60 drones, just about. So he's able to not have to worry as much about his defense here.
Yep.
And it looks like Ice is just going to be trying to take a third and continue on the macro front on his side.
Yep.
Pisos does not see this yet, but he does have an overwatch position, so that at the moment there's mining.
Wow. So he actually went single Stargate into 3 gateways, into Twilight Council, into 2 more Stargates. So I'm curious to see what he's gonna make out of these 3 Stargates now. Is it like a fake out into more Phoenixes, or?
But also a bunch more gateways as well.
Yeah. Unless this is. Wait, you know what this could be? This could be the Mass Oracle style. I don't actually know what the build looks like from the Paralysis side, but it is some weird like you fake out and see it, and all of a sudden throw down a couple of Stargates and make a whole bunch of
there's an
Oracles.
Oracle. I think you might be right, calling this right.
So if Pisos doesn't see this, if Pisos does get wind of this, this is very, very hard to stop. Because if you're not prepared for like 8 Oracles flying into your base, everything's just gonna die. Like Queens, things, drones, everything. Their mother, Oracles, everything's dead.
Ice going really heavy on gateways though. He's going to go up to 9 total gateways.
Yeah, but 9 gateways on three bases, I think is pretty standard, right? If I'm not mistaken.
It is if you're not going for 3 Stargate.
That is true. When you go in 3 Stargate Oracle, it does seem a little bit different.
That's just a lot of gas. And if you just look at his money, I mean, he's having trouble, I think, producing already, and that's without all of the gateways finished. Now this does give Ice the ability to very quickly make another gateway army while flying around with these oracles. So I think that kind of makes sense in terms of his plan, that you make this like pretty heavy a number of oracles, and then you can transition into a gateway heavy force. I'm just curious to see with this number of gateways if he's gonna have trouble producing that number of units.
Yeah. What I'm interested in is, how does Pisos know to be this anti-air? Because he has right now 9 queens and making 3 at a time constantly. It's perfect against the oracles, but I don't know how he knows. Unless that's just a part of it. It might just be a part of his build because queens are really good now, and he saw that one Stargate and then, oh shit, let's make a whole bunch of queens.
I wonder if another thing is that he saw the Phoenix and then he hasn't seen anything else out of him. So I wonder if it's like kind of being like, he has a Stargate, he hasn't used it.
Yeah.
Maybe something weird is going to I don't know, I'm just kind of thinking of like the potential.
And now, I think right now he should know, wait a second, there's no Immortals, there's no Archons, where is this stuff? And now he sees the Oracle, so now he knows, alright, at least I was preparing for the right thing, right? My 10 to 12 queens are going to do pretty well against this.
Yeah, however, I do think if Oracles were fighting Roaches, I don't think that's what...
yeah, it's almost a waste of energy. But it's going to be Charged Zealot, Adept, Oracle. And now all his Oracles are actually out of energy. So he's got to wait before he gets attacked again. It's not like Oracles are just...
A lot of Zealots, though.
Yeah.
And currently, there is no attacking units other than Queens on the map for
It's okay. You underestimate the power of Queen.
I'm not the power of the Queen that I'm worried about. It's the maneuverability of the Queen.
On creep, they can do it. Alright, well... Okay, so the Zealots come in, wreak havoc on this 3rd base. The Oracles are actually going to go for this infestation pit. I'm not sure if I agree with this decision. It's going to stop the... It's gonna stop the infestors from coming out, but he loses all the Oracles for that. I don't know. I don't know if that was...
even get the 3rd base.
Yeah, and like a lot of these drones stayed alive at the 3rd base. How much did he kill? He killed 1 worker.
He killed a bunch of workers over down here.
Oh, in the bottom. Oh, 15. I lied. I keep reading it backwards. So now he lost all his oracles. He lost a whole bunch of zealots. And now Pisos, with these map positions, like with this map position, like I was saying, if you give enough priest play, you can walk the queen across the map. He's not gonna hold this. Look at all these roaches. Look at all these queens. There's no way that Ice could hold this kind of an army with this kind of healing power. There's an army of slow walking queens.
Nothing Oracles really are able to do against this army. I mean, Roach Queen.
What Oracle? The Oracle's dead. You can't do anything. I think Pisos is straight countered Ice without seeing a single thing.
Queens are good, guys. Like, really good.
Right? Like,
the moral of this game is just make more queens with your Zerg Fire.
It was adept, like, right? It was adepts and zealots with charge against roaches. Don't do very good against roaches. Then a bunch of oracles. Don't do very good against roaches. And then queens. Oracles don't do very good against queens. I don't think Pisos saw anything besides a single Stargate, but just straight countered the shit out of him. That was satisfying though. Manny already calling the OP queen. I tend to agree a little bit. So there it is. All Inspiration wins 5-2. Again, my match doesn't matter. This is the pain of being a ace player. Meanwhile, I think Pisos probably could kick my ass, but it's not. Whatever. Pisos like plays 12 hours a day of just walking around playing Pokemon Go, and he still just crushes nerds. Like, I don't know how he does it. He just comes in. I don't even know how many games he's playing like a week, but he just like, that looks like a good unit composition. He just does it.
Hey, works off.
Some people are just good at this game, right? Pisos is actually just like, I don't know, cats. I was trying to think of a Peruvian StarCraft player, but cats. Cats is the only one I can think of. So yeah, let's go into my game then, because why not? So my favorite matchup, as always, good old ZVZ.
What is American StarCraft 2 if not ZVZ after ZVZ?
What was his first match? Oh yeah, it was what was it? Fucking Apotheosis. So I like to think that this map is who has the bigger balls in ZVZ, right? So the way this map works out for me usually. All right, whatever. Let's introduce players first.
Yep.
In the top left-hand corner, playing for Guns and Roaches, it is Cactus Man.
And down here in the bottom right, we have that Scrub Boo.
That's Scrub Lord. So what I was saying about this map is whoever has the biggest balls is basically who takes his gold and holds it. That's basically how I feel like this map plays out. And as you can see in this game, I have massive cojones.
Yes, I mean the limited ZVZ that I've played on this map has basically been take a fast gold and then make nothing but lings and see if I can win the game.
Yep.
And it's been very successful because, you know, you get a lot of lings.
Yep. So I take this gold. I actually go for a drone scout, which I don't usually do because I'm a little terrified of, you know, things. Zerglings mainly. Showing up when I have nothing. My original plan actually this game was the 12 pool, and it would have worked out, but I didn't do it. I don't have that big. My balls aren't that big. They're just a little big.
You'll get there.
Okay, I'll get there. They'll grow. I'll hit puberty or some shit, right? You know, whatever. Wait, does puberty make your balls grow? They drop. Do they grow? I don't know if they grow.
I'm not having this conversation.
Sorry.
It's just no.
Alright, so I go in. PG-13. Hey, puberty talk is PG-13. If anything is PG-13, it's puberty talk. Alright, so I go in, see the hatch gas pool, and I'm like, thank fucking God, I don't have to deal with crazy bullshit. Yep. But yeah, so I've just played pretty standard, right? Spawning pool, transfer work is over, soon-ish. I think because of the gold, what I like to do is make an extra queen and an extra spine crawl just for defense.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense since you're just spending the extra minerals that you'd be getting anyway. So it's not like
with a gold, you're floating minerals all the time.
Yeah. And even though it was last game was not ZVZ. As we've seen, Queens are really good units.
Queens are quite good. Quite good at sniping banelings.
Apparently something's flying.
Oh, they're watching... It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Great show, by the way. Great show. I started watching the newest season of The League. That show is fucking amazing. I love that show. Alright, so both players...
Our league was like...
Yeah, exactly. Both players dropped in the Baneling nest. Because, you know, scary stuff. So what I've been doing, right, I was talking about how I don't know why these drones keep walking across the map. What I've been recently doing a lot of, right, is fast-ish third bases and trying defending with, like, a lot of Ling Bling, right? Because if I could hold off my third base with Ling Bling, I'm in a really good spot, because his third usually isn't as fast, and especially if I'm taking his gold base, I should be in a good spot. So I see a couple Lings. Miss Overload's here watching. I see the Baneling nest coming up. And I think I spot all these things coming out, so I realized, okay, it's gonna be a fun. We're gonna do the dance, the Zergling Baneling dance.
Yep.
I don't know why I moved these Lings out because it's smart. But Queen's at the end backs up. The Mama Queen's always protecting her young.
Wow.
Yeah. So I see all these Lings coming out. I realize, all right, we're gonna dance. So you can see my incredible Ling Bling micro. Which I think sometimes is good, sometimes it's really... It's very hit or miss. Let's just put it that way.
I feel like the one thing though is if this like does get into a dance, I feel like the fact that you have the gold does.
Oh yeah. Because I could make more, right? The person with the gold always can make more. And I'm even ahead in work.
Especially when you have defender's advantage.
Yep. So what's great about this goal also too is when they attack up this ramp, you get the advantage of you have vision up this ramp and usually they don't. Because you can defend with, oh god. I know what happens and I'm still like, hey. Alright, so he gets 3 workers. It's okay.
Not bad, but not, I mean, that was a decent number of banelings for that.
Yeah. So, like, what I like about this ramp is you usually could kill the Overlord that's getting vision above this ramp. So he has to walk up this ramp pretty much blind over and over again. It's the same way how defending a natural ramp in ZVZ is, right? You have the vision advantage. And that's really big in ZVZ, especially if you're trying to kill off banelings. Yeah. I do try to pick up banelings where I can, right? Try to throw in a Ling here or there.
Yeah.
Just to catch him slipping. Oh, a little scary. Not scary.
Modern drone, you know.
Yeah. But I keep seeing, I have this overload here, right? So I continue to see the amount of commitment he's making to this push, right? I see the banelings being made. I keep seeing that, like, oh, I need to keep making banelings to commit. And right now I feel like I'm in a pretty good spot. I still have this gold base. My drones are getting there. But he's putting so much into his attack. And I even see him move to the left with this. So I shift my defense over to the left side.
Yeah. And I like the little bit of crease you're spreading because of the fact that you're going with a pretty clean-centric defense. Big baneling hits.
Big baneling hits that basically makes this push null again. So right now I'm feeling great. I'm like, I forced all that gas out of him. All that stuff basically did nothing. I still have banelings up. He doesn't have any banelings up. I got my third up. Starting to get some units in there. And I think, you know what? Let's go to Mutilus. Because I'm really good at Mutilus fights. Not the greatest baneling control there. Wasn't paying attention. See a whole bunch of banelings come up. Go for a trade here. I don't go for the trade here.
Opportunity for a great trade. Overall, pretty very good.
Big hit there.
Big hit off of there, so.
Yep. Yeah. So again, I feel like in this Ling phase, right? I'm in pretty good shape most of the time. Although I do think I get a little bit sloppy here because he does have +1 melee and I do not. So these queens do go down. I get a nice transfusion here, so, yeah, I kind of slipped it for a slight bit here and forgot to make more links. So I lose all these.
He's going he's definitely going really heavy into lings, which did for a minute give you a chance to get pretty far ahead in workers, but then he was able to kill a bunch with his lings. So.
And he does scout out the Spire because I decided to put it in my national for some strange reason.
Just you want him to know. You want him to be like.
I want to say, hey, this is what I'm doing. Take a look.
that creep trooper.
That creep trooper basically noped out of there. So luckily he did not go for +1 carapace. Because if he went for +1 carapace, this would have been a lot harder to hold. So decent hits there. I have mutas coming out, but these things are still going to come in and get a lot of damage done again.
Yeah. His commitment to Lings this game, he's been really heavily committing to Lings. And
so like because basically what happens, I got a pretty good advantage in this game, but then kind of let my guard down a little bit, and he gets back into it with these Ling counterattacks. So they're like even in workers-ish, but he's going straight into like mass Hydralisk. So I really can't do much with these mutas, right? He's got Spore Crawls going off everywhere. I'm trying to get like, I'll get map control. I'll kill some Overlords. So my plan here is go mutas, and then make just a decent amount of mutas. I see all the Hydralisks, like okay, I'm not gonna go to commit hard into mutas. I'll just get a couple mutas, and then go right to Roaches and get map control. So basically this game is just macroing up now. I'm switching, making my Roach Warren now. Making a couple more mutas, because why not? Graham is losing his fucking mind up there.
Starting to see what you can get here and there.
Yeah.
Although once these Hydras come, you have to get out.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much just using the small group of mutas to like clear out what I can.
Yeah, I mean I think it's good though, because I mean you do have map control. You can clear out Overlords.
Yeah. The only issue is now, right, is I mined out this gold base pretty much at the beginning of the game. So this third base becomes less effective later on because I've already mined it out. So I need to take this fourth base up pretty soon. Because really the gold base is not really an advantage, like a overall game advantage, I feel like almost. It depending
well, I mean, it is. I mean, technically speaking, it's the same number of minerals.
Yeah, it's just you get them faster at the beginning.
Faster. I mean, it's the same with the mule. Like,
yeah,
mule is a great, sort of short-term advantage. But as the game goes, it doesn't actually give you minerals that you wouldn't have already had.
Yeah. So in the end, you spent these minerals, and okay, I need a new base now. So I think actually this goal was less mineral patches this year, right? It's only 6. It's 6 mineral patches, and they mine faster. So like that third base runs out real fast. It's almost like half a base, but it's like it's a half a base that gets mined really really quickly.
It's a shot in the arm.
Yeah, it's a stim pack. It's a stim pack.
Yeah, really.
So I feel like I'm in a pretty good spot here, right? I'm getting my Roach count up, getting my mutas, getting control of everything. I know he doesn't have a third base, fourth base. I have my fourth base coming up, and then I forget that there's another unit in this game that I can prepare for, which is called the Lurker. Which I should have prepared for when I saw, a billion Hydralisks and no Roaches. I have a few Roaches here, but with this many Hydralisks, I should have said, he might go Lurkers. I should probably go to Hive right now. Because really, I'm not doing anything with the rest of my army. We're even 56, 56, but like, okay. Roach Hydra is going to be pretty scary to deal with, but if I go get my upgrades up there, right? Get +1/+1 Roach Hydra, and then just make a whole bunch of Roaches, I should be in good shape. Yeah. But then you forget that Lurkers are a thing. Yeah. So I'm still watching these 4 phases. Still making sure nothing crazy's. There's no 4th phase here. So I'm like, alright, he's got no 4th phase. What does this mean? I need to get the scout off in his army. So every time I go into his army, all I see is Hydras and Roaches. I'm like, alright, maybe he's just playing it passive. And then here's where I lose a whole bunch of mutas. Because I forgot that he has Hydras. Or like, I didn't see the Hydras killing that Overlord. And then he makes...
You get unlucky that you didn't. Those died right before you made the Lurkers.
Then he makes 9 Lurkers, and I don't see any of this. So he's gonna do his push out. He's got this big army supply, 20 army supply. My mutas are basically doing nothing. And I think, okay, he's got Hydralis, right? I could just make Banelings and attack the Hydralis with the Banelings because Hydralis are slow.
I have a really bad feeling about
this. Then he shows up with the Lurkers, and I panic. And you can see what happens when I panic. Actually, I wonder how much I get here. I didn't check. So these mutas come in, see what they can see. And I panic. So I dive in there. I hit X. I killed 2 Lurkers.
Well.
Because I'm like, oh shit, I can't see these Lurkers, right? I gotta
really
self-detonate.
weakened a couple Hydralisks.
Yeah.
Or a couple of Lurkers.
And from here out, I'm like, where did my life go wrong? Why did I not think that lurkers were a thing? I'm making a whole bunch of Ravagers because maybe I could just like Ravager buy all the shit of everything. Incorrect assumption. I try to take these lurkers out really fast. I think I take 3 of these out, maybe. Nope, take 1 of them out. Lurkers are pretty strong. And basically fighting inside lurkers, not quite good.
Yeah, not quite.
Okay. Yeah,
You actually did kind of, sort of, make it close-ish.
sort of. With completely not knowing where the game is. I'm sitting here like, what do I do here? Where did it all go wrong? When did my GG come in? Was I just like angry? I don't remember. Probably.
Lurkers are...
Oh, I had another rally of Roaches to go die, and there's a GG.
Yep.
I almost F10 end myself again there. That was bad. So
Just the anger, reliving it.
No, not the anger, just the disappointment, really. Just the disappointment. So game 2, right? I decide that let's go to a really good macro map. Get a nice. As I feel like I was okay in that game macro wise. So let's get a good macro map going. And 12 pool.
Well, I mean,
Right?
come on.
It's good strategy.
This is easy.
It's all about the mind games here. Alright, in the bottom right hand corner, we have the man, the myth, the shittiest player. No, it is Allen's Boo.
And over here on the left-hand side, we have the teal Zerg Catacusum? How
Cactus
we end
Man.
up saying that?
It's Cactus Man.
Oh, Cactus Man.
Catusman? Catusman.
Catacusum? I don't know.
So I
Cactus
assumed
Man.
he would go for a hat first here. Instead, he goes for a 13-12. And you know what builds really good against 12 pool?
13-12
13-12
sounds
is
like
pretty
the
good.
direct counter, right?
It's a pretty strong counter. It's a pretty strong counter. So I make this pool. I make a whole bunch of I make my lings. Go across the map, see his lings, and realize, shit, I really hope he 12 pulled, because then we'll be even. Then he makes banelings, and I realize we're not even. But I'll give the people at home hope.
But then your micro is just so good.
My micro was godlike, absolute
Micro
godlike.
is so good, you just his banelings become a disadvantage.
Yes, exactly. Because when a baneling the best trade a baneling could do is 1-for-1 against me, right? Because I'm just basically my APM shoots up, right?
You're so good that you're able to get your lings out before the explosion happens.
Yeah, I'm You ever see that video of the microbot where basically it's microing Zerglings against siege tanks? So like as a siege tank attacks, the lings spread out, so like it only hits one Zergling in the middle. That's basically what I do in ZVZ. I mean, look at my APM right now. I'm sitting there at 340 out of just straight anger spam. So I walk up this ramp and see 6 Zerglings. I do get a concave though. I get a concave, so I do win. I really win the fight. Then I go in and I see the baiting nest and the extraction, and I'm like, oh shit. So I go home and realize, all right, I just need to defend to win, right? So I build this spine crawler. If I could defend my natural, I could win.
Yep.
But it's hard to defend your natural from speedlings when you have no speed.
What is speed?
Yeah. So he's coming across the map. He's making lings. He smells blood and water. I have like a bunch of non-speed lings. I have a single queen. I have a baneling that's going up. Speed, a distant memory, a distant dream. Although I have enough for it right now, I don't know why I didn't hit it. Oh no, I did hit it, but I couldn't make it because it didn't have any minerals. I'm too busy trying to micro against these banelings. See, I do pretty good against the banelings micro-wise, right? Take one out for a 1-for-2 fight. But the problem is that spine crawler never gets down.
That's not good.
That's an issue. It's a big issue when 100 minerals and a drone do next to nothing.
And unfortunately, that is too many legs.
And then this queen's like, oh, why did I walk down here?
I made a terrible mistake.
Now I have to pull drones to try to figure out how to fight against these speedlings. Drones don't do too hot against speedlings. They go to the natural. They make a citizen's arrest on these two lings though. They do take those out.
Or, you know.
So I mean, we're even in workers here. We're even.
And your natural is done, and his is not.
I have a baling nest, but I have no gas income. I have one gas. But the whole non-getting speed thing, pretty big issue.
Wow. Speed again. Speed is for losers.
Yeah, nobody really needs it. So basically, this is all gonna come down to how ridiculous my micro can be. Baling comes in, try to take it out. Baling basically does nothing. Like, the problem is I trade 2 Banelings or 2 Banelings. When he's a Ling advantage, not the best trade.
You're at the point where you're looking for. Oh, and your gas income.
My gas income, gone.
Precious gas income is gone.
And again, I tried to move the fucking spine crawler for some stupid reason.
Spine crawler, macroing of your micro, or the microing of your macro.
Yep. The spine crawler gets down, but the spine crawler does not cover any of the mineral line. So all these lings just go to town. So I'm sitting here on 4 workers to 15. You know, even game.
No. Definition of even.
I'm literally sitting here like, I probably should GG out, but I'm gonna give it a good shot, right? Because at this point, I know that if I win this game, we win the match, and I feel like I can't let us down. I gotta at least give it my all. But I stay in the game. I stay in the game with 4 workers, because that's passion, and that's dedication to the cause. Meanwhile, this overlord is seeing my doom.
Those 8 banelings are just really shitting all over your hope.
Yes. These 2 banelings have to get a huge trade.
That was as good a trade as
exactly. As good as I could have got.
That did not. Well.
And those banelings didn't do quite as well. And there is the GG, well played.
Wow.
It's a pretty salty GG, well played.
That was those were about as good of a trade as you could have hoped for.
I'm telling you, my micro was on point. It was on point.
Yeah.
Just the build order was not.
Just the build order, yeah. Just he saw right through that. Ooh, good macro map.
Good macro map. I should probably just choose the guy. I mean, right? Who is it that always says the best best time to cheese is when you're up 1 game in a best of 3, game 2.
Yeah.
Really, it's good.
Yeah.
But it's okay. The rest of my team got my back. Still win the week. So we're up to 4-3 on the season, which is pretty good because the last 2 seasons we didn't win a single fucking game.
Well, that's so. Moving forward.
Moving forward. Always forward. So yeah, we'll do one more cast next week at whatever fucking time. Next Tuesday again?
Yeah, Tuesdays are good.
It's the last one. Who are we playing? I can't remember. Unrivaled? No, not Unrivaled. Born Gosu. Yeah, Born Gosu. Guess what? Spoiler alert, I have another ZBZ.
Well, does that really count as a spoiler if it's like...
If it's known, it's a known fact, yeah.
Yeah.
Really. Alright, so I guess that'll be it, guys. I think... So I have the channel set to auto-host people now. So there's a list of who goes down for if I'm not online. So whoever wants to get hosted with this nice 6 viewer little cushion here, please start streaming now. Just do it. And if you want to be moved up this list, monetary donations can be made to c@92@gmail.com. No, I don't know. I gotta figure out a way to make that list better because right now I'm number 1, obviously.
Well, I mean,
but like, here's the thing: it's never gonna work that way because when I turn the stream off, I'm not turning my stream on immediately, so it's never gonna go to me.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So I don't know who's number 2. I actually don't. I'll look at it later. Yeah. So GG's to everyone. See you guys next week, I guess.
Yep.
Peace.